So good morning, Tonal person here. This is another important video. As per your request, we are taking this effort. So kindly giving us to support, and also if you like the videos, you can share and also ring the touch the icon and also bell buttons and also share as soon as possible. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the 12th portion physics, unit number 2, current electricity. So we know that very well. So how much important electricity in our day-to-day life, especially after the invention of electricity, the human being lifestyle is entirely different, and also we are going to achieve enormous achievements throughout the invention of current electricity. So that much importance we know that current electricity. So here we are discuss about the 12th portion, unit number 2, current electricity. We are going to discuss that lesson one by one. Come, we can discuss current electricity. So here, before we start the lesson, we can start with one important quote. We will make electricity so cheap that only the rich will burn candles. Who said? Thomas Alva Edison. We will make electricity so cheap that only the rich will burn candles. This is an important quote. The next, introduction. So we know that very well. The previous unit number 1, electrostatistics. In electrostatistics, there we have studied the properties of charges when they are at rest. We know that. The first unit in the 12th standard portions, we know that very well. That is called as electrostatistics. There fully we are discussed about the uh, properties of charges when they are at rest. When they are at rest. In reality, the charges are always moving within the materials. In reality, the charges are always moving within the material. Reality. For example, the electrons in copper wire are never at rest or randomly oriented or continuously in random orientation. So, what is mean the random orientation? So, without any external force, that is called, there is no controlling, it is going to moving in all possible direction. You can see this picture clearly. The first picture, there is no external electrical field is applied, that means without field, that means without field. The second picture, with the field, the same copper or metal. So we know that very well. In metal, it consists of large number of free electrons, so these free electrons only taking the conjunction process of current. Okay, so you can look at, so this big circle is called as metal atom. The small circle without with help of arrow mark, these are called free electrons. Why we are calling these electrons are free electrons? So later I will explain that. So now you can listen. So there is no external field is applied to the metal. That time the electrons all are in random orientation. The same metal we are placed in one external electrical field. It make one uniform orientation. That orientation is opposite to the electric field. That orientation is opposite to the electric field. Okay. The next thing, the current electricity. So what is mean by electric current? Electric current, the motion of charges constitutes electric current. The motion of charges constitutes electric current. Current electricity is the study of flow of electric charges. What is current? Simply we are telling flow of electron. Flow of electron. So the motion of charges constitutes electric current. current electricity is the study of flow of electric charge. We can tell him the motion of charges, the motion of charges. uh, Here current electricity means the study of flow of electric charges, study of flow of electric charges. Simply we can tell him electricity means flow of electrons from one place to another place, or flow of electrons from one terminal to another terminal. Okay, simply you can observe this diagram, you can easily understand. Okay, this diagram is very useful to understand when we are going to place one conductor in the external electrical field. That time we know that before slide we have discussed about the without field the electrons are making random orientation. The same electrons when we are supplied one external electrical field, they are making one uniform orientation. So that orientation is opposite to the field direction. You can refer this to here. So these arrows mentioning the direction of the electric current. So these arrows are mentioning the electrons direction. Okay, wow. Good. The next thing, current electricity. It owes its origin to Alexandro Volta in the year of 1745 to 1827. It's him here who invented the electric battery, which produced the first steady flow of electric current. So modern world depends heavily on the use of electricity. So before the start this video, I told you know how much importance. We know that without the electric current we can't able to run our life maximum 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the summer. Okay, it is used to operate machines, communication systems, electronic devices, home appliances, etc. In this unit we will study about the electric current, resistance and the related phenomenon in materials. Once again repeat, it owes its origin to Alexandro Volta, who invented the electric battery, which produced the first steady flow of electric current. So modern world depends heavily on the use of electricity. It is used to operate machines, communication systems, electronic devices, home appliances, etc. In this unit, we will study about the electric current, resistance and related phenomena in materials. The electric current, so we know that very well. So matter, it is made up of atoms. Matter is made up of atoms. So each atom consists of positively charged nucleus and negatively charged electrons moving around the nucleus. We know that very well. The center part of the atom is called nucleus. Inside the nucleus, positive charged protons and neutral charged electrons are available. So totally nucleus is positive charge. Around that nucleus, negative charge electrons are revolving. There are n number of energy levels are available. That is called inner cell electron. These electrons are called inner cell electrons. So these electrons called as outer cell electrons. The inner cell electrons are tightly bonded to the nucleus. The outer cell electrons not direct contact with the nucleus. So they are independent from the nucleus. From that outer cell electrons are called free electrons or conjunction electrons or valence electrons. Okay, once again I'll repeat. So matter is made up of atoms. So each atom consists of positively charged nucleus with negatively charged electrons moving around the nucleus. We know that the atomic structure, the center of the atom is called nucleus. Inside the nucleus we know that positive charged protons and neutrons is also available. Totally that is called as positive charge. N number of orbitals are available. The inner cell electrons tightly bound to the nucleus. The outermost electrons directly not contact with the nucleus. So that electrons, the outermost cell electrons is called as free electrons or conjunction electrons or valence electrons. So these free electrons only participate in the conjunction of electricity, conjunction of charges from one place to another place. Okay. So before we want to discuss the next topic, we want to know about the difference between the conductors, insulators and semiconductors. So in insulators, one band gap, in large band gap is available in between conjunction band and valence band. Actually the electrons are taking transition from valence band to the conjunction band. So here one large gap is available. So that's why the metals are acting as a insulator. For example, rubber, plastic, wood, these are very good example for insulators. What are semiconductors? The gap between the valence band and conjunction band and small gap is available in between these two bands. So that's why they are making partially conducting of electricity.